Sunday celebration with Reverend Susie in bright colors and I'm in fall colors. And the reason I did it was because I thought maybe my shirt would hasten some cooler weather.
Yeah.
Right? Would that be all right? Because it's been so ungodly hot. All right, so can you say ungodly at church? Yeah, I think you can. All right, so here's a song. Okay, say godly more times than ungodly. So here's a song that's it's one of those living in the moment, now songs. Next 5 minutes, it's called. It's by Stephen Curtis Chapman. If only what you get out of this song is the next 5 minutes, just remember that, the next 5 minutes, and you start it all over again, and then you'll be living in the now moment every time. It's in 7/4 too. I can reminisce about the already. I can worry and fret about the not yet. But when it all comes down, I know it really all comes down to right now. So right now, I'm living the next 5 minutes like it was my last 5 minutes. 'Cause I know the next 5 minutes may be all I have. And after the next 5 minutes turn into the last 5 minutes, I'm taking the next 5 minutes, starting all over again, yeah. Starting all over again. Every moment God has given is precious. Every heartbeat, every breath I take, we'll never have it back once they've lived it. There will never be another right now. So right now, I'm leaving the next 5 minutes like these are my last 5 minutes. 'Cause I know the next 5 minutes may be all I have. And I know the next 5 minutes turn into the last 5 minutes. I'm taking the next 5 minutes, starting all over again. This is the day, this is the hour, this is the moment God has made. Taking the next 5 minutes like these are my last 5 minutes. I'm taking the next 5 minutes, and all I have. I'm taking the next 5 minutes and into the next 5 minutes. I'm taking the next 5 minutes, starting all over again. Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. Taking the next 5 minutes, starting all over again. Ooh, yeah. Start it all over again. Yeah.
The next 5 minutes, Rob Satori. All right, thank you.
And for the next 5 minutes,
For the next
Reverend
five, for
Susan.
the next 5 minutes, he's Rob Satori. I don't know who he becomes after that. Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle. I welcome you to Unity of Sarasota, where something fabulous is always happening, and we are really, really excited to welcome you in joining us via our live broadcast over the internet. Those of you who may be watching on Facebook Live, I would advise you right now to go over to our website, unityofsarasota.org, and click on the live feed there. Just click on the Sunday service. You can do it live, or you can check out the recording later. Right now, we're in the midst of a beautiful and fabulous renovation in our sanctuary, and there's nothing in the space right now, or very little in the space, well, I don't know that you can see that just now, but what it does is it makes this a giant echo chamber. So the sound on Facebook Live is not good right now, but it is very good over on the website. So I would encourage that until probably the second, third week of September-ish. So I just want to, again, welcome you for joining us, give you Facebook folks a moment to click over to the other site if you choose to do so. And just know that wherever you may be in your spiritual journey, you're most welcome to journey with us. We love having you, and one day we will really love welcoming you back in person. And I do believe that day is on the horizon. I have faith that it is, and it will be probably the greatest Christmas present we've ever had, is to be able to come back together in person. I just want to tell you a little bit about Unity of Sarasota. Unity of Sarasota is a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. We are an inclusive spiritual community that embraces empowering and life-affirming practical spirituality for richer living right here and right now. And so we join with our unity movement worldwide in creating a world that works for all. And if ever there was a time that begs for our focus and attention to be on creating a world that works for all, that time is right now, as we said. Absolutely. Right now, and in the next 5 minutes, and then the next 5 minutes, and the next 5 minutes. And if we work on that for every 5 minutes, I believe we will begin to live in a world that works for all. I believe it is possible, and I don't plan to leave the planet until we achieve it. And I might not look too good if I have to hang around too long. So you need to work on it really fast, all right? Work on it with me. Do me another favor, and please let your friends on social media know about Unity of Sarasota. And so you can click like and love and share and all the clicks that you can do to invite them to join us online for our Sunday celebration service, 10:30 every Sunday, and or our Wednesday evening music and inspiration service, which is at 7 p.m. on Wednesday evenings. I do want to say, just before I tell you a few other things that are going on here, I do want to say that I am very, very excited to be back. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. It was a, quote, vacation. Yeah, not. I spent the entire time, many hours a day, packing in order to move my residence, and I'm still unpacking and will be for a while. But I just want to say, I want to give a shout out to lots of folks who helped me. I really appreciate that. And I will tell you this, 2 weeks is not enough to pack up your life and take it elsewhere. Wow. And I think I may have built up some muscles or something, so maybe I won't wear a jacket next week and you can see, you know, how strong I am. Strong like a bull, you know. But anyway, I'm glad to be back here because this is a whole lot more fun than what I've been doing on my vacation. All right, so I'm happy to be back. Happy to see you in my mind's eye. I do want to let you know also that we have created lots of opportunities for us to get connected and stay engaged as a spiritual community, even in the midst of this time when we're not coming together in person. And so if you look on our website at unityofsarasota.org, you'll see all the many things that we have made available online, virtual, interactive. So you're interacting with each other, not just with the hosts. So lots of things going on. And you can also, one of the other really important things you can do at the website is you can click on to subscribe to our newsletter. We send out 2 editions a week. One is informational and one is inspirational. And that will keep you posted on all of the things that are most important that you know about. A couple other things that did want to say, again, in thanks, I wanted to thank Reverend Amy and Rob and David Hawkins and all the other folks, Darlene and Julie, and lots of folks that are sort of behind the scenes, spread out, that make everything work. And they made things work while I was gone these 2 weeks. So I really appreciate all of your help and carrying on, so that I could be absent and do what I needed to do. And again, those who helped move, a lot of the same people, Darlene and Julie and Don and Jennifer and Lisa. My deep gratitude to all of you, because I might be stuck midway up the 3 flights of stairs of my old condo, perishing there on the stairs because I couldn't move another inch. So thank you. Thank you all for all your help. And then I've got one really even more important announcement. I did want to say also about the renovation. We found out about something that we needed to do that we had no idea we needed to do. We have what's called a hearing loop system in this sanctuary, so that those who have some challenge with their hearing can really participate fully. The old hearing loop system we had was installed improperly many years ago. The company went out of business and it wasn't working. So we needed to get a new one, and that came with a price tag of $5,000. So this was while I was on vacation, and I kind of went, and then Darlene Murray, my admin assistant, went like crazy doing research, and she found us a grant that paid for half of this hearing loop. And so kudos and shout out to Darlene Murray for saving us $2,500 so that we can provide good hearing for those who have a challenge with that. Another announcement that I do want to make, and I'll make this a few times and you'll see it in the newsletter as well. We want to honor our Unity of Sarasota members who have gone before us. So Unity of Sarasota has created a plan to recognize and memorialize the members of our Unity family who have transitioned from this life. And we're creating a list, and we ask your help in identifying and locating family or friends who might assist us in adding their loved ones' names to our list. Our plan includes recognition on a Tree of Life in the Unity Fellowship Hall, as well as an opportunity for family and friends to purchase a memorial plaque on our Forever and Always granite wall by the Labyrinth. Please contact Peg Beck, the chair of our ambassadors, with any information you can provide. Her email is pegbeck0608@gmail.com, and there's a phone number as well. You can find that on our newsletter and on our website, or you can call in here and we can certainly give you that information. We're happy to do it. And then one other thing, if you go to our website, you'll find all the creative and wonderful ways that you can give of your financial support to continue to support us, so that we can support not only our community, but the greater community in the world. So we appreciate all of your financial assistance along with all of us. So, another very important thing, it is Birthday Sunday.
That's right.
Some of us will be forced to eat sweets in your honor. Ouch, you know. Oh,
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. And anniversaries too.
And we do have a tradition here at Unity of Sarasota that on your birthday, your anniversary, whatever birthday it may be, your birthday or your sobriety birthday or your anniversary of becoming a member here, or your grandchildren's birthdays and anniversaries, whatever you're celebrating, our tradition is that we donate $1 for each year we're celebrating, and that donation goes to help pay for this beautiful renovation we're in the midst of. So we appreciate that. Just mark on your check or on your envelope or whatever that it's a birthday donation or anniversary donation, and we'll make sure it gets in the right little pot. So thank you for that as well, and have fun celebrating. So let's do our giving now. Let's go ahead and do that. So just take this opportunity to turn within and search your heart, and allow your heart, your soul, your authentic beingness, your very spirit, to guide you in your giving. And know that as we give, we do receive, always more than we give. And so whether your gift is a prayer or a blessing, whether it is a check or a credit card number, or however it is that you do it, if you go on the website and find all the electronic and creative and sort of video game ways that you can give, we know that you bring that gift to your heart and you fill it with the energy of love and harmony and peace and power and presence, everything positive. And that energy flows with your gift far beyond Unity of Sarasota, but out into the world in ever-widening circles of inclusion. And so for this opportunity for us to be in the service of giving, I am eternally grateful, and I am grateful to all of you who give of your energy, your time, your talent, your treasure, your blessings, your prayers, your very presence. I know it is good and very good, and so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around me. And so, I have a little bit of money coming in right there. So here for now. There we go. All right. So let's move into prayer. Let's move into a centering prayer. Breathe in. Breathe in deeply to the very center of your being, that place where our humanity and our divinity intersect, and know that there is only one. There's one life. That life is God. That life is my life right here and right now. And as we come together, we remind ourselves and each other that there is no separation, no distance, no apartness in the truth and reality of Father, Mother, God, Spirit, that we are all one, interconnected always. Each one of us a unique, individualized, divine expression of the one. From the one come many, and the many remain as one in the unity of all creation. And so we're reminded of that presence which exists within each and all of us, within the one of us. And so we take this time to simply steep ourselves in the truth of our being and allow ourselves to be fully experienced and expressed in the reality of Father, Mother, God, Spirit within and all around us. And so, I am eternally grateful for this reminder of the truth of who we are, and most importantly, for our willingness, individually and collectively, to live in, through, and as that truth of God. And so it is, and together we say, thank God within and all around me. Amen. You know, it's the, I always get it mixed up. It's the Labor Day weekend, right? Mm-hmm. I get Memorial Day and Labor Day mixed up. I don't know why that is, but I always have. But it's the Labor Day weekend. And so what I want to say to you is lay down your burden, all those who labor and are heavy laden. And again, I want to thank all my dear pals for lifting part of my burden during that move. Because, boy, I need a Labor Day today. I need a Labor Day. So take this time during Labor Day to really be in the presence of God and to be in the presence of one another at a distance, and to know that that distance cannot separate you. And even if it's thousands and thousands of miles, you are in the oneness that is God. And so I want to share our daily word for today. It is world peace, world peace. And if ever that is an opportunity to prove that we are one, in peace and harmony. It is world peace because we create that together individually and come together collectively as one in a world of peace. Our affirmation is, I imagine a world transformed by peace and love. World peace begins within my mind and heart. Closing my eyes, I breathe deeply and envision every person bringing forth the love and peace of God. I see all the world's people surrounded by a healing light that transforms strife, anger, and division into reconciliation, peace, and unity. As I hold this vision, I see the entire world aglow with this radiance. Harmony and cooperation heal the world's wounds and encourage love to flower in each person's heart. I carry this vision throughout my day. Divine love, expressing as me, sees oneness regardless of apparent differences. Divine wisdom and understanding illumine my thoughts, inspire my words, and guide me to act in ways that bring peace to the world. And our scripture comes from Matthew 5:9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. I had the opportunity when I was in the Holy Land to see that marker up on the mount, the Temple Mount. So, yes, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. And that is us, my friends. We are the peacemakers, the children of God. I imagine a world transformed by peace and love. If you know our statement of being, I invite you to recite it with me. Otherwise, just absorb it. Let it permeate your being. There's only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are individualized expressions of God. We are individualized expressions of God.
Sometimes when I look back on yesterday, when I lost my way home, caught up in rivers of dreams, oceans of promises that leave me alone. Circumstance to speak to you. You turned my stumbling block to a stepping stone. You loved me even when I was so wrong. My God, you never cease to amaze me. My stumbling block into a stepping stone. Life is a garden of trials and failures. Sometimes we slip up and fall, but in the midst of a storm, when you need someone, that's when our spirit stands tall. I know that God won't leave you when you're full of despair. We're like a flower that's broken and you need special care.
That is a beautiful song. Stumbling block to a stepping stone. We always have the opportunity to turn any stumbling block into a stepping stone. The choice is ours. Our core value affirmation this week is: we heal false beliefs and reveal our wholeness and oneness through the spiritual practices of visioning, catching God's vision, meditation, affirmative prayer, spiritual study, giving of our time, talent, and treasure, sacred service, and more. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was a formless void. There was darkness over the deep, and a divine wind swept over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light was good. Genesis 1 through 4. Oh, let there be light. And just to be sure, let there be light. Any darkness can be dissipated by the smallest sliver of light. And know also that all creation is emergence out of darkness into light. Any lack or limitation or doubt or fear is a call to know Father, Mother, God's Spirit in the light of the opposite of the present darkness. For example, right now, uppermost in our minds is that we're all dealing with the new norm of life in the midst of a virus, COVID-19. And we can focus on the darkness of that experience, or we can put our attention and energy and focus on the light of us coming out of that experience, stronger, more rooted, more expansive, more creative. And there have been silver linings even in the midst of the darkness of this virus. We've learned new things. We've managed to touch people's lives that we wouldn't have touched before. As a matter of fact, this morning when I was here wandering around getting things ready for this service, I noticed a gentleman walking around outside, so I went outside and asked if I could help him in any way. And he said, "Oh, I was just kind of checking things out." He said, "I just moved here from California." He said, "This is a beautiful campus." And I said, "Well, you know, I would love to invite you in, but we're not doing in-person services yet." But I told him where he could go online, and he said, "No, I understand, I get that." And I said, "You're always welcome to walk our labyrinth or walk our beautiful campus. It's like a park." And he said, "Yes, it's a gorgeous place." And he said, "You know, there was a young gentleman out in California who had seen your services online, and he's the one who told me when I moved to Sarasota I should come here." So there is a little bit of light in the midst of the darkness. You know, creation, all of creation arises out of the void. No thingness becomes new beingness. And no thingness is pregnant with possibility because it's no thing right now. We get to be engaged in creating whatever form that no thingness, that void becomes. We get a new perspective. A new view of life emerges within us and all around us. New possibilities call us into new being and into new life and into action to make that life manifest. You know, many think our lives are missing something or something's wrong. And I don't know, you probably have some friends or family members that focus on the what's missing or the what's wrong more than all the other things. And it seems overwhelming when we focus on what's missing and what's wrong. You know, some areas of our lives may seem that they're not working to some folks, individually or even collectively and globally. We may look at the headlines and say, wow, maybe I should just lay down now. And literally, that kind of energy, that kind of thinking brings you in this downward spiral, sort of circling the drain after a while. You know, things like, oh, there's not enough money, there's not enough creative ideas and solutions for all the problems we have, there's not enough energy, there's not enough health, there's not enough health care. COVID, oh, COVID. It's created a bad economy, unemployment, lack of food and housing. And yes, those are real experiences in the human level of experience. And yet there's something greater than that. You know, we bemoan the fact that there's not enough peace and harmony in the world. But today, our daily word focuses on world peace and harmony. And if we focus on what the daily word taught us this morning, instead of all the lack and all the what's missing and all the what's wrong and the woe is me, we literally raise ourselves up out of that darkness into the light, into the possibility. You know, some of those missingness, those voids that we perceive to be the greatest need, or the things that get our greatest attention. We're like heat-seeking missiles when we focus on the lack and the missing and the wrongness. What gets our attention increases in our experience. And so if we focus on the what's missing and the what's wrong and the lack, what we get is more lack, more missing, more wrong. We literally attract more of it to ourselves by giving it our energy and attention. We give it a space to take up residence. But we can view what's missing and the voids from a whole different perspective if we choose to. You know, for an example, emptiness, void is what makes a box useful, because then we can fill it with stuff. I know this from personal experience because I have filled many boxes with stuff in the last 2 weeks. And I know something else. I learned something else very, very important, that in releasing and purging some of the stuff, which I did much of as well, I created empty space to fill it more consciously and intentionally with new possibilities in this now moment that I'm living, instead of in the past or in the future. You know, this sanctuary, in its emptiness right now, yes, it's an echo chamber. It's empty. It's not ready for people quite yet. But you know what? It was the emptiness we created in this sanctuary that gives us the opportunity to create a sacred space filled with the energy and the light and the love and the power and the presence and all of the things that support all of that. We get to fill this empty space. There's nothing missing here. It's a space that invites us to create in the moment. You know, positive voids are like magnets that actually pull us into these new possibilities and new expression of ourselves. And that's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. You know, what's missing can be either debilitating or motivating. The choice is ours. It's all in how we approach it. You know, we pay for our lives with our lives, my friends. We pay for our lives with our lives, and so it's important that we make wise investments with our energy. The most important investment you'll ever make is the investment of your own energy. You forget Wall Street. It's the investment of your own beingness. And so you have to ask yourself, what am I investing? And what am I investing in? And what is the return on my investment? And know this, that our greatest dividend does not come from outside ourselves. It comes from within. It comes from the greatest stockbroker in the cosmos, Father, Mother, God itself, which lives within and all around us. And the dividends are high. You know, our true power for fulfillment is the power of God within us. That's where the real stock market is, right in here. We're chock full of goodness, of spirit. And so eliminate thoughts of failure or missingness or wrongness. Eliminate those thoughts, because all the possibilities are already available, already within us. They already exist in there, waiting to be tapped into awakening by us. Norman Vincent Peale urged, become a possibilitarian. No matter how dark things seem to be or actually are, raise your sights and see possibilities. Always see them, for they are always there. Don't look just with your physical eyes, look with your spiritual eyes. Look through the eyes of God. The possibilities are endless, and they're there always. Our awakened awareness is the beginning of our ability to create and manifest a life that we love to live. And the truth is, nothing is really missing. It's only in unrecognized form. And if there's empty space in your life, it's because it's available and waiting for you to fill it consciously and intentionally. The void is a gift to open us to what we are not now experiencing and expressing. It's a gift calling us into that space of creativity. And in any case, have compassion for wherever you are right now, because compassion removes the emotional sting from what's so right now. Embrace the dark night of the soul just as much as you embrace the light, because the dark night of the soul is a time and a place, kind of like bears hibernating and getting ready to come to life. The dark night of the soul is a time for us to really be soulful, to get in touch with the very depths of ourselves, and to emerge into the light in powerful ways. Know that Spirit is calling our energy into new form. We are being transmuted. Our energy is transmuted into new form. Thomas Troward wrote, we never create energy, but only provide the conditions by which the energy already existing in one form can transform into another form. Therefore, what in man we call his creative power is that receptive attitude of expectancy which makes a mold into which the as yet undifferentiated substance can flow and take the desired form. So you see, empty space, the void, is a place of possibility. It's not already filled up. It's waiting for us to interact with it, for us to create something in light and in faith. You know, the problems of our lives are not the problem. The problem is the way that we think about and relate to what's happening in our lives. And often we base our judgment on past conditioning or on the limits of the crazy committee that lives in our head. Because we've been conditioned by this crazy committee oftentimes to expect the worst instead of to anticipate and expect the best. Marcia Sinitar writes, life's ups and downs provide windows of opportunity. Think of using all obstacles as stepping stones to build the life you want. So all of those obstacles, all of those stumbling blocks become stepping stones to build the life that you want. Rather than denying problems, focus inventively, intentionally on what solutions might look or feel like. Our mind is meant to generate ideas that help us escape circumstantial traps if we trust it to do so. So we have to have trust and faith in the mind that God gave us. It's powerful. Our minds, our souls, our whole being are powerful. So let go of constraints and limitations of the past and open to the now possibilities, the now possibilities. We have a clock up there that says now. Every time you look at it, the time is now. And I'm telling you, the now possibilities exist in the now void. Cooperate and co-create with Spirit and bring all of these now possibilities into being in your life and in the life of the planet. And we do that by listening to that internal dialogue for clues, because that is Father and Mother God speaking to you. What's missing in your life? Think about what's missing in your life and what is it calling you to, and know that it is not missing in you. All the possibilities are already in there. What's missing becomes the opportunity to create anew. As the kids say, to have a do-over. I love that kids figured that out. We used to know that when we were kids. You can always have a do-over. You're not stuck where you are. You just move on. Do-over. Use what's missing as a powerful motivator to create what's wanted, what it is that will align you with Father, Mother, God, Spirit, and the truth of your being, the most authentic being that you are. Use the power of what's missing to pull you into that possibility. You know, there really wouldn't be a whole lot of opportunity to create if there was nothing missing and nothing was sort of going wrong. We'd all just be kind of nah, 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 nah. It gets boring pretty quickly. But there are opportunities for us to engage in life and to create how that life unfolds. You know, if love is missing in your life, it's an opportunity to align with God's love and to be love. If money is missing in your life, it's an opportunity to align with Spirit's abundance and to be abundant. If health is missing in your life, it's an opportunity to align with health and well-being and wholeness that is the truth of Spirit itself. Be whole. Don't give in to fear. Take the opportunity to transmute fear into faith. Fear, false evidence appearing real, or faith-filled expectancy activating reawakening. I would choose the second. It's your choice whether you want to be a victim and practice to-me consciousness, meaning life happens to me. I have no control. It just descends upon me. Oh, woe is me. Or, you know, let me give you an example of to-me consciousness. To-me consciousness is somebody that surrounds themselves with unloving people and then blames them for feeling unloved. You know, don't hang around with people that are mean to you. Hang around with people that love you. So we can choose to be a victim and have life happen to me, or we can choose to be a victor and live in a consciousness of through and as me. The very living Spirit then moves through and as me out into my experience in the world. You know, fear can bring us into awareness and into focus and into faith. Because this is hard to say, this is one of those tongue twisters. Fear-faced builds faith, and faith gives us the power to fill the void. Faith. Lillian Hellman, a really wonderful author, Lillian Hellman wrote, "Old paint on canvas as it ages sometimes becomes transparent. And when that happens, it is possible in some pictures to see the original lines. A tree will show through a woman's dress. A child makes way for a dog. A large boat is no longer on the open sea. That is called pentimento because the painter repented, changed his mind. Repented, changed his mind. Perhaps it would be well to say that the old conception, replaced by a later choice, is a way of seeing and then seeing again. This applies to our lives as well. We can repent, we can rethink, we can change our minds, and by changing our minds, we change our lives. We go into the void and we recreate. So bear all of that in mind as I take you through this short exercise and meditation that follows it. I want you to just close your eyes if that's comfortable, or soft focus, and look closely at some area of your life. It might be social, family, vocational, financial, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, whatever. Some area of your life. And identify what you believe is missing or most wrong in you or in your life. So take a moment. What's missing? What's wrong? What's upsetting to you right now? What in your life is bugging you and taking all of your attention? So first we have to bring to light that which we sometimes push to the background so that we're not totally aware. It's important to become aware of what's going on with you so that you can focus intentional and conscious energy around it. Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes said, "Everything that is wrong in our experience, whether we call it pain, sickness, poverty, or unhappiness, is a denial of the allness of God." A denial of the allness of God. So identifying our voids is an opportunity to focus with faith on the allness of God. To know that all is okay. You know, that gentleman I was speaking to earlier this morning, we were talking about what a crazy, world we're living in right now with all the things that we have to consider in the new normal. And both of us agreed that in the end, in the big picture, all is well. Because Father, Mother, God is guiding us through, is navigating us through this challenge and every challenge. And because of the allness of God, all of those things, those missingnesses and those wrongs that get our attention, ultimately resolve. There are two ways to move through this world. With the knowledge that God is all there is, or the second choice, believing that God is not all there is. And I would encourage you to try trusting the first choice and practice it when what's missing or what's wrong rears up in your face. Remember that God is all there is. God is all there is. And God is for our good. It's got our back and our front and our sides and our top. Otherwise, we take the second choice and we live in a world of, I need to get somewhere in a hurry. I need respect. I need rights. I need more resources. I need more money. I need attention. I need more stuff. I need. And we'll always be in a place of need because we've forgotten the allness of God. We've forgotten that all is provided. We've forgotten that all is well. We have forgotten that we are whole. We have forgotten that we are powerful beyond measure. Ernest Holmes went on to say, "We do not deny that the current experience is real in the human condition. We do deny that it must continue as it is now. We have the power to create new experience." And so this week, think of some ways that the void has benefited you and teaches you. And consider what might be the light of the opposite of what you perceive as missing or wrong. What might be the light of the opposite? Because remember, darkness or what's missing or what's wrong is always a call to know the light of the opposite of that current experience. Begin to fill the void with that light. Begin to fill the void with the light of God. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or create a soft focus if you haven't already. And breathe in deeply and exhale fully in the divine flow and circulation of Father, Mother, God's Spirit. All there is. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. My opportunities in the creative void are unlimited. There is a divine urge to express, and it permeates me and fills all space and all people. All of my affairs are in God's hands. Spirit makes clear and visible to me the best ways and means for my greater expression. I leave my affairs in the hands of Father, Mother, God's Spirit, and I create and cooperate with the divine. The divine. All that is. Today, the possibilities of my experience and expression are unlimited. Today, every 5 minutes, every now. Unlimited. The Spirit flows through me, inspiring me and sustaining my inspiration. I have abilities and talents, and I am using them wisely. The inspired activity of my life is divinely sustained and unfolds and evolves as divine right action in and through and as my life. Life opens me. Rich, full, abundant life. My consciousness, which is my key to life, opens all doors for me. I am one with infinite possibilities of the divine within and all around me. I realize this unity in my life right now and in every now moment. I have only to open the portals wide of my soul and accept that which is ready to express in, through, and as me. And so today I fling these portals wide open. And today I am the instrument through which blessed life flows. The breath of God flows through me. God is all there is. I am one with God. I know the truth. I am grateful. I release, I let God, and I let it go. And so it is, right here, right now. Amen. So slowly return to this time and space where you are, and gently open your eyes and know that all is well. Blessings on your journey into the mystery of the void. And begin by identifying what's missing and what's calling you. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around me. Amen. If you know this, sing it with us.
Yeah, use me. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, leading us to shine its light, leading us to shine its light, leading us to shine the light as me, as you are. Just use me. must do? Won't you show me all that I must do? Well, won't you show me all that I must do?
Thank you. Use me, oh God. I just want to remind you, Wednesday evening, 7 p.m., we have our music and inspiration service. This Wednesday evening, the theme is I Am. And Phil Lieber and I will be doing the music this Wednesday evening. So please join us Wednesday evening. We thank you for being with us this morning. We invite you to join us again on Wednesday evening and again next Sunday at 10:30. Thanks again for bringing your energy and joining it with ours, because it is powerful. And so let's do our prayer for protection, and then we'll follow it up with the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Blessings on your journey this week. See you next time.